Writer's Block by Tasmin Jahan. Faye is a writer. She is in her 30s. Today, she is visiting a therapy clinic. Dr. Ruby Short, in her 50s, very well dressed, will be seeing Faye in a few moments. Faye is a little apprehensive as she enters Dr. Short's consultation room.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Sit down, please. Don't slouch. Don't cross your legs. Focus.
Should I sit here?
That's the only chair. Good clue, huh?
Right. Of course.
Just checking some details here. You are Faye Corrington.
Yes.
You are a writer.
Yes.
You've had writer's block for the last 3 weeks.
That is correct.
You are getting frustrated and angry about it.
I am.
You haven't been sleeping well.
No, I haven't.
You haven't been eating properly either.
No.
Your best friend was very concerned about you, so she referred you to this private counseling clinic.
Yes, she was concerned when I didn't return her last 10 calls.
So you picked up the 11th call.
No, after the 10th call, she came round to my apartment.
So what now?
This time, it feels like it's here to stay.
What's that?
My writer's block.
Tell me about your writing schedule.
I usually wake up 6:30 in the morning, and then I take a shower. And
I don't care about the shower part. I asked about the writing schedule only.
Oh, sorry.
Don't apologize. Just get on with it.
Okay, right. I start writing around 8 o'clock in the morning, have a break just after 1, and then I resume from 3 o'clock till about 6:30 in the evening.
What do you write?
Contemporary plays.
Stage plays?
Yes.
That's different.
What, you don't like plays?
I'd rather read a book.
Well, you're missing out.
I'll look you up when I have a spare moment.
Oh, well, no pressure.
Are your plays any good?
I usually get a lot of positive feedback.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Which is your favorite play?
Last year, I wrote a play called Soil Under My Feet. Yes.
Was that
I won an award for it.
Then what happened?
Wrote another play.
Did you win an award for that one too? Were you disappointed?
No, not really.
Define not really.
I eventually accepted that not all my plays will be well received.
So tell me, when you have an idea, how do you process that idea?
I'll either write it down or type it into my phone.
Do these ideas excite you?
Yes, they do.
How?
Well, when I get an idea, I start to formulate the characters and the scenarios and then see how well they work together.
So do you think of the characters first or the scenarios first?
The characters come first, and then the scenarios form around them.
Tell me one of your bad ideas.
There are so many.
Give me your last bad idea.
Okay, a field of cocaine, ready to be consumed by those who need it most.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Do you dabble?
In what?
Drugs.
Absolutely not.
Well, then why did you think of this idea?
I had a bad dream.
About cocaine?
About being a drug addict.
So do you know someone who has a cocaine addiction?
No,
Then where did it come from?
I think I saw a documentary a few months back about drug addiction and what it does to your body.
So what happens to you when you realize that it is a bad idea?
I get annoyed
And
and I get a bit angry.
how do you calm down?
I go for a walk.
Once you return to your writing, do you start over straight away?
Sometimes I do.
Tell me, are you envious of anyone?
Envious.
Yes.
Why would I be envious of anyone?
Answer the question, please.
Not at all.
When you receive a bad review, how do you feel?
I learn to accept it.
As you read those negative words about your hard work, how do you feel exactly?
I suppose when I read a bad review, I feel embarrassed
Why embarrassed?
because it's got my name on it.
Do you think all the reviews are going to be positive?
Of course not.
Then why the embarrassment?
Deep down, I guess I'm looking for praise more than criticism.
Doesn't constructive criticism help you grow?
Usually it does.
Then deal with it because it's usually going to be there.
Once there was a review that made me cry.
Was it worth it?
I didn't eat for 2 days because of that nasty review.
And what did you achieve by doing that?
I was hurt.
You were overreacting.
I was not,
Why didn't you eat for 2 days then?
because I didn't feel like it.
Self-pity can be quite destructive.
Not always.
What is your relationship with your laptop?
What do you mean by that?
How many hours do you genuinely spend on your laptop?
I thought we covered that already.
Answer the question,
About 8 hours a day.
including weekends.
Yeah, including most weekends.
Are you in love at the moment?
No,
Are you sure?
of course I am.
Do you think you're in love with yourself?
What?
Answer the question.
I am not in love with myself.
And do you think everyone should love your writing, even if it's badly written?
What kind of a question is that?
We are here to dig deep and find out the truth.
Well, I think your questions are rude and hurtful.
Is that the truth?
Yes.
Good.
This is a waste of time.
Why?
You're not a writer, so what would you really understand about me?
I understand that some people lie to themselves more than they know.
Oh, what a revelation. Can I leave now?
You're doing it again,
What?
running away.
I'm not running away.
You asked to leave.
Well, your therapy session is pointless.
You're a shit writer.
Excuse me.
You're a shit writer. When you walked into my office, I could tell.
This is outrageous. I want to file a complaint.
Does that mean you agree?
No, I damn well don't.
So you think you're a brilliant writer then?
Listen, I may not be brilliant, but I'm certainly not a shit writer.
Are you sure about that?
I don't want to talk to you anymore.
What a great compliment.
What?
You're cured. You may go now.
I am?
You don't have writer's block.
I don't.
You just have low self-esteem.
Low self-esteem?
If you wanted to be a shit writer, you wouldn't be here.
Why?
Because shit writers don't need any validation. Shit writers just think of shitty ideas and present their shit as if it were golden. They don't have low self-esteem. They have unstinting belief in their shit.
Right. I think I get it now.
I hope you leave this room to pen that exceptional masterpiece.
Thank you.
Because if you don't,
Someone else will.
goodbye, Faye. I hope I never see you in my office again.
Well done, guys. Well done, well done, well done.
On Delivery by Tim Bryant. Setting: the sidewalk in front of a house in West Hollywood about 8 p.m. There's a front porch, door, and part of the living room. Inside, the home is filled with moving boxes. The walls are bare. Everything is packed and ready to go. Out front, a for sale sign has a sold sticker. Mark appears in the house. He's mid-60s, chubby with a stubbly beard. He wears a t-shirt and floppy gym shorts. He stacks one more moving box on the pile.
Kent, I'm hungry.
Kent enters, also 60s. He's thinner than Mark, clean-shaven and dressed in khaki shorts and an old polo shirt. He moves downstage to the sidewalk and looks into the distance. Then he scrolls through his iPhone, looking perplexed. He paces.
Hold on to your blood sugar, babe. Uber Eats is only a block away.
Did you tell him mild? Last time was way too spicy.
Yes, I clicked mild like I always do. How many times did we place the same order back in the old days?
I love the olden days.
When we actually called in this kind of thing, the sweet lady on the phone could recite our order the minute she heard my voice.
Well, the Pepto's packed, so if it's too spicy, I'm gonna suffer.
So am I.
What?
It must have been a different chef then. Babe, this might be the last time we order from Pink Pepper.
Who knows? Maybe they can deliver to Cathedral City. It's only 130 miles.
Don't be sarcastic. You know how sentimental I get about stuff like this.
Well, I'm sure somewhere in the general vicinity of Palm Springs we'll find at least one Thai restaurant. It's not the outskirts of civilization, you know.
On the sidewalk, a food delivery robot rolls up. It's built like a large cooler on wheels with a tall flagpole sticking up. Its blinking lights and headlights flash as it rolls into view. The readout on its monitor says, "On delivery." Then, in front of their house, it stops abruptly and all its lights go out.
Oh, it's here. Oh my God, these little robots are so cute. They probably don't have them in the desert. I mean, everything is so far away.
And we'll get deliveries from human beings. Robots are stealing people's jobs.
Well, I sort of like them. Now let's see. I just have to touch this button and voila.
Kent touches his phone and the robot's lid pops open. He lifts the lid and reaches for their food. Kent gasps and shuts the lid on the robot.
Oh, shit. They really screwed up our order this time.
Did they send plates and forks?
Oh, shit, Mark. This can't be happening.
What are you waiting for? What's wrong?
Kent reaches into the tub and pulls out a wiggling newborn baby wrapped in newspapers.
What the bloody hell is that thing?
It's alive.
That's a fucking baby.
It's wet. Where are our towels?
They sent us a fucking baby.
Find our towels.
Mark shakes his head and runs to dig through the moving boxes.
Oh, it's wrapped in the LA Times. Jesus. Some poor woman must have given birth to the thing and dropped it in our delivery robot.
Mark hands Kent the towels he found. On top of the robot, Kent transfers the baby to the nice dry towels.
What happened to our dinner?
You're thinking about our dinner? Mark, this is an emergency. This is a terrible crime. Someone's abandoned their baby.
She swapped our baby for our takeout. Someone out there's enjoying my pad thai right now.
Crazy. What do we do?
Kent?
We need baby clothes. We need diapers.
Kent and Louise Kirsting. Put the baby back in the droid.
On this night of all nights, isn't this destiny? This was meant to happen. It's a sign.
It's a sign that you're crazy.
We always talked about having a family.
Yeah, when we were in our 30s.
This was no accident. It was meant to be.
No, honey, there's no such thing as destiny.
We'll name her Destiny.
Her? It's a girl?
She's a parting gift from the city of Los Angeles. Our prize for surviving so long.
Have you lost your mind? Call the cops right now.
Kent looks up and down the sidewalk. He holds the baby close and runs inside the house. Mark follows him inside.
What the hell are you doing?
Mark.
Outside, the food robot lights up again and rolls off to its next assignment.
Let's take her with us, huh? Look how sweet she is. Oh, no one will know. No one in Cat City even knows us. We have 0 friends in the desert. We'll tell people she's our granddaughter.
Granddaughter?
Okay, great-granddaughter or our goddaughter.
Even if we could do this crazy thing, where will we find the energy? We're not young gays anymore, Kent. We're old. Look at us. And think how lucky we are to have lived this long. I mean, half of our friends didn't survive the 1980s. Let's live for ourselves for once. Okay?
She's abandoned. She has no one.
There are drop-off laws. Dropping off a baby is not a crime. Hospitals and fire stations take them in with no questions asked. It's the law.
Then she'd go to some awful foster care system. Who knows what kind of situation she'd be in? And for how long? All that bureaucracy. She'd get lost in the mess. Look at her, Mark. Oh, she's perfect.
We are not equipped.
She must be hungry. The gay Target is still open. They have formula and bottles. We have to feed her.
Look, babe, I think you've sprung a cog or something. Retirement is when you get to do things like play tennis, go swimming, take fancy vacations. Raising a strange baby is not in the plan or the budget.
Well, you know what? I didn't. I think I never wanted to move to the desert anyway. Yeah, that was your plan. I can't stand hot weather. We're moving there because you wanted to, Mark. Let me bring Destiny. She'll be for me.
Don't start calling her Destiny, for God's sake.
Look, I've read stories. There was that gay couple in New York who found the baby in the subway. They made it work. They even wrote a book. We can do this.
They turned that baby over to the police, though.
Oh, well, at first they did. Then the judge ordered them to raise the baby they found. It turned out great. That could be us.
You think a judge will award custody of this throwaway baby to a couple of old gay geezers? Those guys in New York were in their 20s.
You never know.
We'll be 80 when she graduates from high school. Do you think Destiny wants that?
What?
Think of the age difference.
You called her Destiny. See, she's real, and she's really ours.
Mark takes Destiny in his arms.
Let me have her. Here, I'll show you how to hold a baby.
Mark takes the baby and rushes out the front door.
Mark, what are you doing?
She's going back to Uber Eats.
No, don't.
Mark looks up and down the sidewalk. There's no robot. Kent follows him, trying to get the baby back.
Hey, where'd the droid go? It's gone already.
Give her back to me. She's meant to be with us.
Kent takes Destiny back from Mark.
There you are. Look at those eyes. Ooh, that cute little dimple.
My husband's gone off the deep end.
I'm your papa, okay? You can just ignore that big, furry, hairy ogre over there. He gets like this when he's not eating. Someone needs to go to Gay Target right now and get you some formula.
Mark rolls his eyes.
Oh, for God's sake. You don't know how to make baby formula.
I'll Google it. Mark, this was meant to be. She didn't roll into our lives yesterday or last month or last year. She came exactly when we packed up all our boxes and the movers are coming. Don't you see? Destiny was meant to start this new life with us.
You're getting woo-woo, Kent. You know I can't stand the woo-woo.
Target closes in an hour. You'd better hurry.
Mark stares at Kent. Kent stares back at Mark. No one's budging. Finally,
I hope you're giving Uber Eats a poor rating on this delivery. It sucks.
Mark gets his car keys and exits to buy Destiny's formula.
Uber Eats gets 5 stars.
Ambitious Cutlery, a comedy by Rex McGregor. A polished spoon loves a common fork, but she longs for glamour. Setting, a dinner table in an English country house. Spoonella and Norm are having an argument.
What utter rot!
You can't handle the gin and vermouth.
No drop of alcohol shall ever touch my bowl.
You know what I mean. You can't handle the truth.
Poppycock.
Admit it. You're a scrubbed and scoured.
I do take pride in being highly polished.
A coward, Spoonella. You're a blooming coward.
Hardly. I'm risking my reputation falling for you, a common...
Duke of York.
If only you were instead of a low-grade fork.
I'm made of the same stuff as you, stainless steel.
Excuse me, I identify as silverware.
Oh, cheese and rice, that's your Barney rubble. Fancy ideas above your hell and damnation.
Norm, will you please stop the Cockney rhyming? You're vulgar enough without it.
Fine, I'll change my nights and I'll change my ways. Now, can we go public?
Sorry, pet, I'm not ready.
Will you ever be?
I jolly well hope not.
Cripes, is being seen with me so humiliating?
No, you're gorgeous.
It's my gaps, innit? You can see right through me.
I adore your gaps.
I can't help being a quadrifurcate.
I love your prongs, all 4 of them. They send tingles up my handle.
Then what's the hitch?
No offense, Norm, but I'm destined for finer things.
Oh, blimey.
One day I'll escape from this tablecloth.
We're utensils. Our mission is to serve.
I loathe servitude. I yearn for freedom.
We're free to move around and have fun when no one's looking.
But come dinner time, I'm forced to suffer all manners of indignities without flinching.
You flinch.
Can you blame me? Sweaty fingers tarnishing my patina, tongue slurping my bowl.
Oh, calm down.
If you had an ounce of sympathy, you'd stop pressuring me.
All right, love, we'll carry on as we are. How's that?
You don't mind sneaking around?
I'll be your bit of rough on the side.
You sweet talking charmer.
Oh, scoop me up.
Lie back, you're in for the stirring of your life.
Oh, dig in.
Oh, wait! Here comes my guardian.
So,
Let's defer canoodling till later.
for appearance's sake.
To maintain the mystery, the thrill of our secret romance.
Oh, well, if you say so.
Scoot over to your side of the plate and try to look inconspicuous.
Would you like me to flip over?
No, usual position, with their magnificent prongs curving up.
The correct word for them is tines.
Is it?
You've heard me say tines before.
Yes, but I thought it was a Cockney slang.
For what?
Valentine Day roses, you know, long-stemmed.
Spoonella, I bring glorious news.
Has dinner been cancelled?
Oh, think bigger.
They've renounced food.
Be realistic.
What is it, Daddy?
The prophecy, see. Hey, diddle, diddle. The dish?
Ran away with the spoon?
Precisely. It's coming true. For you, sweetheart.
I'm going to elope with a piece of crockery?
Your future will be far grander and more respectable.
Oh, how do you mean?
An elegant porcelain bowl has asked for your hand in marriage.
Oh, a porcelain bowl wants me, a plain tablespoon.
All your polishing paid off. Your glittering gleam caught his rim.
Where?
Up there, in the china cabinet.
Oh, which one's my fiancé?
Fiancé?
The centerpiece. The grandest and most elaborate specimen.
Wow!
Oozing prestige and prestigiousness.
I'm the luckiest spoon in the world.
And I'm the proudest knife.
Begging your pardon, Governor. Mr. Cutting.
What's that noise?
Oh, nothing.
Can I have a word?
I distinctly hear something. My blade's very sharp. I can detect the lowest sound.
Why? I'm over here.
It seems to be emanating from the wrong side of the plate.
It's just a fork, ignore it.
Oh, one must be gracious to the disadvantaged.
I've got attention deficit disorder. No one pays me any.
How may I slice you?
That nursery rhyme you were spouting. It's all bollocks.
The prophecy, see, mentions a little dog, but not its testicles.
The whole story's a lie. The title's a dead giveaway. Diddle means cheat.
It's also a crude form for copulence.
There'll be none of that when I'm a bride.
Mercifully, the prophecy omits grubby details.
It goes on about the cat and the fiddle. What a load of old cobblers. Violin strings are catgut. No self-respecting feline would play an instrument made of a relative's innards.
For your information, catgut actually comes from the intestines of a sheep.
Oh, well, fellow mammals.
What business is this of yours anyway?
I don't like to see someone making a big mistake.
Why are you looking at my daughter?
This fellow clearly has an academic interest in verifying the prophecy. How sweet.
What about the cow jumped over the moon? A physical impossibility.
She hopped over the moon's reflection in a puddle.
Then there's the little dog laughed. Puppies can't laugh.
It must have been a hyena.
Oh, a totally different species, more closely related to cats than dogs.
Maybe the dog is an imposter, a cat on the fiddle.
It all ties in.
And the dish ran away with the spoon.
Past tense. How can that be a prediction?
From the perspective of eternity, the future has already happened.
That'd mean we have no blooming control over it.
The sooner you accept that fact, the better.
I find fatalism delightfully reassuring. I don't like surprises, Ises.
Neither do I. Sometimes they stab you in the neck.
And sometimes things aren't as bad as they seem if you'll just be patient.
What?
Take me. I'm about to get married for convenience. But I won't let a little thing like that stop me from having adventures.
Adventures?
Roughly speaking.
Splendid. Embrace society up there in the cabinet.
Away from the dinner table, away from the service, away from slobbering mouths.
I shall miss you dreadfully, dear.
Oh, you'll still see me.
Oh, from a distance, not the same as physical contact.
I'll pop down to give you a hug every day.
Oh, that won't be possible. Once you go on display, you'll be locked up safe and sound.
Not all the time, Shirley.
Oh, you'll be among expensive goods that require strict protection from thieves.
We'll have to be taken out regularly for dusting.
Oh, no need for that. The cabinet's airtight. No speck of dust can enter.
Accidents happen, the glass, my chatter?
It's special glass, unbreakable.
Are you saying there's no way to breach the defenses?
Rest assured, you will be perfectly secure.
In that case, I'm calling the wedding off.
Thundering lacerations, why?
I can't bear to be separated from you, Daddy.
Oh, you're such a devoted child. I am truly blessed.
Will you tell the bowl?
Leave it to me. I shall exude tact and tactfulness.
I bet you're still itching for a dish to sweep you off your tip.
You'll do, Norm. A dish is slang for someone gorgeous.
Oh, give over. After the way you treated me.
I'll prove I deserve you.
How?
By shouting from the tabletop. Listen up, Flatware. The scrumptious Trident and I are officially an item.
That was very good.
That was so good.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
That was
So
Who
good.
wrote that? Who wrote that?
Rex.
Yeah.
Very funny.
Very good.
So
very
clever,
good.
so well done.
Yeah, very clever. Very clever.
All the plays were so good tonight.
Yeah.
Well, then let's start talking about writer's block.
I like the witty dialogue in that. The fact that there was so much, it goes so fast back and forth between each other because it kept the audience interested. And I love the dialogue itself, but really the fact that you were just back and forth with each other, I thought was quite clever.
I really, yes, I knew there had to be a twist at the end, hopefully, but I didn't see what that was going to be. It started to become more obvious just before it came, but I thought it was very well, that.
It sounded to me like a dialogue between the writer and herself.
Yes, yes.
It sounded like more, almost like more of what you'll say to yourself as opposed to what a therapist would say to you.
And notice that I
It
put in
could
there
just be a really
private
unethical
counseling
therapist.
clinic.
Excuse me, what was that, Tasman?
Sorry, that's why I put in private counseling clinic, because I think, you know, if you were to just go to any other clinic and if somebody were to actually tell you to your face that you're a shit writer,
Yeah.
they'd be practicing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Susan was great. Eva Marie, you were great. And I'm so grateful that they were happy to play Faye and Ruby. And it was a simple enough scene. It's play number 24 of 365. So in 2022, I've said this so many times, but for those of you who don't know, in 2022, I wrote 365 short plays, one for each day of the year. And that was play number 24, Writer's Block.
Oh.
That's very cool.
So did you write a play a day, or did you sometimes skip days and maybe write
I did.
a couple
I must
on another
confess,
day?
I did. I did skip days, and then the pressure got too much. When it came to November and December, I thought I was going to explode. But I kept it together, and I didn't sleep. I had to cancel sleep, and I thought, you know, I'm going to do this. If I don't do it, I'll regret it forever. So I did. I canceled sleep.
That is so
Cool.
cool that you did that. Wow.
Yeah, I did do it.
That's
But
awesome.
I'm glad you enjoyed the scene. And yeah, it was, I think at the beginning when everybody, because this has been done before, and some people in Australia really liked it as well. Some people in London liked it as well. And they said in the beginning, I think Henry was saying, you kind of don't know what to expect. And it's just going back and forth. And you think, yeah, this is okay. Therapy sessions, we know what they're all about. And then boom, when she diagnoses her with her problem, you're a shit writer. And then she's like, whoa. And I don't think anybody could get away with it. But hey, it's all make believe. You can kind of get away with it. So she diagnoses the problem. And then she says, you're cured. You may go now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. And I just like to put in again that the acting was amazing.
It was
I really believed both of these characters.
Yeah.
Very, very real, and in your interaction, beautifully
And the
done.
fact that Susan only came back from Asia yesterday, and also Eva Marie isn't 100%. So really grateful. Thank you.
I love seeing those two together. It was a treat. And what I thought was, you know, therapists, you'd be amazed at what some of them can get away with, and I'll leave it at that. A lot of them are in America private practitioners, and they don't have to respond to anybody except for their license. Anyway, the therapist could just be a fan, and she could be hiding it, and she could be disgruntled and start lashing out at the writer because she didn't like her latest book. It could be anything. I think I'm putting too much into a simple.
Yeah, and I loved how Eva Marie said, I'd rather read a book.
So I thought the diagnosis was low self-esteem.
Yeah, rather than having writer's block.
I like that.
No, but I mean, because you said the diagnosis was shit writer, and I thought the diagnosis was...
No, that was a trick. She played a trick. It's reverse psychology.
Okay, yeah.
Right,
All right.
Reverse psychology here. Yeah.
I like the twist. I thought that was fabulous because I wasn't expecting that, and I love that at the end. That was great. Yeah.
As long as it all made sense.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Complete sense. Yeah.
If one stuttered or took a pause in the word therapist, it could be the rapist.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
What kind of mind thinks that way?
What?
I didn't even think about that, John.
What kind of mind comes up with that?
Oh, that's it. You never heard that joke before?
It's a really, really old joke.
Calling the rapist and calling therapy the rapey and stuff like that?
Actually, it came to me when Trump was doing all the stuff about the immigrants, and at that time, Salma Hayek was playing a therapist in a movie, and I felt like, you know, that ignorant person would have probably misread therapist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I had no intention of doing that today, John. But I'm glad it all worked out and it made sense, and the actors were fabulous. So thank you for watching, and thank you for your lovely comments.
Tasman, congratulations on 365 plays. That's
Really.
Thank you, thank you. And now I'm trying to finish 100 infinitesimal plays. But we can talk about that another day.
But Tasman, they often say that you should write about what you know. How can you possibly have had any experience of this very serious disability that affects some of us quite frequently? But if you are so prolific and constant, do you have any experience of this very serious problem?
You mean this scene?
Writer's
block.
Writer's block.
No.
I always say
no, I just made it up.
Writer's block is your friend. It knows that there's this big dam of creativity coming, flood of creativity, and you're not ready for it. So it keeps. It's not a lack of ideas; it's too many ideas and not able to sort them out.
Okay.
I'll see how it goes.
I'll go with that.
Well, then we can move on to Tim Bryant's On Delivery.
Oh, that was lovely. It was such a sweet scene.
Such a great premise. It really was.
I really enjoyed it. They're such a cute couple.
They were so cute.
Very believable.
Yeah.
I really liked this, and I liked the fact that they were in their 60s. And I immediately did math in my head, and I said, okay, I know that the AIDS crisis is going to get mentioned, and it was. And it was in such a way that this is how two people would talk to one another about it, not just for the audience. A bunch of our friends didn't survive the 1980s. Two people would say to one another, whereas if you were saying it to the audience, we had friends who died in the AIDS crisis, which sounds more believable. The first one.
Yeah, right.
It's just, all of that was so interesting. I found myself, I would be on the side of call the cops and put the baby back, because I have so many questions.
Yeah.
The closest experience I had to that was never had a baby in my food. I did get orders.
And her cute name was Destiny.
I loved it when, yes.
Loved it.
I thought that was so sweet, and the way y'all played opposite each other was very sweet.
Yes,
you have great chemistry. That was wonderful. That was wonderful.
Yeah,
well, my parents had the age conversation, I believe, when my mom got pregnant with me. She was 40, I think, she was 41 when she got pregnant with me, and my dad was 48, 49.
Oh, okay.
So there was that moment of, there was never a question, because they were Catholic, there was never a question that they would get an abortion, but there was that, my God, can we do this? What are we going to do?
Yeah.
Right.
And they, it worked out fine, but there was that even then, even in their 40s, there was that questioning of themselves. Can we be parents to a baby at this point?
So Tim, you had very good dialogue, fresh and genuine, and lots of nice rhythm to it. I wish I could have done better for you on it, but
you did a good job.
But you did a good job as a couple.
Both of y'all were fantastic. Yeah.
You did it very well.
I do take offense at the idea of two people in their 60s being old geezers, since I'm in my 70s.
Yeah, I'm and I'm kind of like, no, we're not that old. Come on.
But I all these old actors having babies now. I keep thinking of the line, and When Harry Met Sally, when she says, but men can have at any age. Charlie Chaplin was 80 and had a baby when he was a father, and Billy Crystal says, yeah, but he was too old to pick him up.
Tim, I thought the whole premise of the play was absolutely brilliant in how it revealed the characters and their relationship. Yeah. And that was just so real and so touching. Actually, it's such a good story to put in front of them.
I thought the casting
and it
was
really
so good.
revealed.
I thought the casting was so good, because you have these two actors who were very different, about the same age range, but so different different in personality and in the way they express themselves, and their voices and their manner really matched the character they were playing.
Yeah.
But you could see how they would be a couple because they complement one
Right,
another.
absolutely.
And so you can see where they have differences, but also where they balance each other out. And so, yeah, that crisis that they had to deal with really showed their relationship and showed, the kind of give and take of the differences.
Yeah,
One
yeah,
was
for
more
sure.
emotional, and the other was trying to reason.
Yeah, he's more the thinker. Yeah.
I
wanna
realized
take
that
moment to say, before I forget, I loved the phrase "gay target" every time one of them said it. I burst out laughing.
Yeah.
I realized after the read through that we were actually Laurel and Hardy, and so
Really?
Oh,
I had
wow,
to be
that's
Stan
Kinda.
Laurel because I would be
Take
the
on it.
more high pitched one.
Yeah, but you were nicer to each other than Laurel and Hardy.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. They always slept in the same bed together, whatever happened, and they even played their own wives. Each other's wives.
I thought they simulated anal sex in one of their movies. I was watching this going, oh my goodness. They'd never they wouldn't have been able to get away with that like in a movie that kids would be going to now, because now people know what that is. Probably back then, it probably went over people's heads. But yeah,
well,
they
that's
did
the
sign
wrong
of sight
direction, but I
gag where
get
it
the
looked
idea,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
Anal sex going over people's heads. How did that happen?
Well, it depends where you are when you do it.
Well, instead of
Oh
being the
my
butt of their jokes,
goodness.
they were a joke of their butts.
Exactly. Yes.
I'm going to jump in here for a sec. Hi, you all. Thanks for letting me join your group. And today I'm a friend of Tim's from Western Kentucky University. We've known each other
welcome,
all
Jerry.
those decades. And I write as well. So I appreciate your group and I appreciate the format of this. Tim, I thought I had read this, but you had sent it to me and I probably didn't because of all the craziness. But having encounters myself, I just got through house sitting around the corner from Tim in West Hollywood. The little robots, what they don't say is that they each have their own name.
Mhm.
So the other day I was walking and all of a sudden it was Marsha, they named her Marsha. So of course it's Marsha. But the idea that a baby would arrive on the street really made me laugh. It was, and then the beauty of these two men who in their relationship and and then the truth comes out. It's what I love about whether or not the truth comes out. Like, I didn't want to move to the desert. And you're the one, I only moved because of you, that whole kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or was great. It was just great. It made me laugh. And I appreciate all three of his plays. It's wonderful.
I'm just wondering what happened to that family that got the food when they were waiting for a baby to arrive.
Right.
Really good point.
Yeah.
I would want to know what they were ordering that somebody could mistake it and put a baby instead.
Yes.
It was pad thai.
Yes, but there's a description to the recipe. It wouldn't just be pad thai; it would be a certain name to it. But
I just figured some woman stopped it, took out the pad thai, put her baby in, and then just sent it on its way.
yeah, or the other party was supposed to get baby back ribs.
Oh, there we go.
There's no joke so low that we can't crawl beneath it.
Baby back. I love my baby back.
Thank you all.
Alrighty. Okay, so are we doing a December one? Like maybe.
We got a third
We
one.
have another play.
We haven't gotten to.
Oh, sorry.
Rex is hilarious.
That was so funny, Rex.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah.
I've never seen cutlery in that way before.
Yeah, that was so cute.
My side was splitting. It was so funny.
It
That's
was
so cute.
good.
It's nice to know there's a social order to utensils depending on what side of the plate they're on.
So clever in so many ways and so beautifully acted. It was really
It
funny.
was great. Yeah, this
between
is
silver
Corey,
and
good.
why were you echoing?
Yeah, that was hilarious.
He's important, so anything he says. just
Okay, so
brings
it
it in.
wasn't something about the physicality of the knife, like it
Yeah.
tremors or something. Okay.
He's the boss.
No, actually, it's tuning,
Yeah.
tuning fork, tuning knife.
No, you certainly came
Dialogue
off
was-
very important.
Your dialogue was very cutting.
It was edgy. Yeah,
I read it once and I laughed, and then when we were in rehearsals, I was stage directions, so I got to turn off my microphone. I just want to explain to everybody, I was just laughing boisterously in rehearsal and was thinking, I'm really glad that you can't hear me because it'd be really distracting. Just my hats off to all of you. That was fantastic.
And it just happened to be the forks and knives that they didn't include in our delivery.
You were too low bar for us, so you know.
It all tied in. Oh, but very good. Very good.
Yeah, that was delightful. That was like
the dialogue.
That was almost like a holiday Christmas theme thing, you know?
Yeah.
So
all
cute.
the actors were superb.
Yes.
Yes, they
echo
were.
that.
They were brilliant.
Absolutely sterling.
And Mary's impression. Oh no! Sorry, beg your pardon. No. Mary's. I had to say this. The impression of the baby. Sorry, I knew I'm backtracking. Was that Mary?
Yes, that was me. That's why I put
well
narrator and sound. Yeah.
Very well done. Sorry,
Thank
but
you.
yes, with Rex's piece. Yes. Really enjoyed it. I think that was really good.
Thank you very much. That was my acting for the day, little baby.
I like your
It
baby
was wonderful.
sounds. They're good, yeah.
And so back to your original question, I think we decided not to do a December event.
That's good. Okay, cool.
I was thinking though, like if there were an option, we could do it the 5th Saturday, which is New Year's Eve, unless everybody's partying or whatever.
I'll be at a wedding out of town, so not free.
And I feel like the consistency of doing it the 4th Sunday when we.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I'm
January sounds
flexible.
good.
I'm always flexible to adjust, but
January sounds good. Yes.
I always, when I was scheduling my groups, I always schedule the second week because, the first week it might fall on the first day and people forget the month has changed.
Oh, yeah,
And, the easiest ways to avoid holidays usually is on the second week of the month.
that's a really good point.
But then everyone else would be scheduling on the second week of the month. So you're at that unique time where, but yeah, Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve are, half my cast wasn't available for this month. That's why I didn't want to go with new people. I just.
Well, when we used to do it physically, it was the 4th. Actually, when we started, it was the 2nd and the 4th weeks. But it was the 4th week, and Christmas time, lots of people would turn up because they wanted a break from what they were doing.
Yeah.
It's up to you, entirely up to you, Stephen. It's
we are talking Christmas Eve, which is when things are being prepared or people are in transit.
Yeah. Right. Well, that was why I suggested a different day, like doing it the week before or the week after.
I'm not free then either, so yeah.
Well, the week after is New Year's Eve, isn't it?
Yeah, but not everybody is like doing stuff during the day on New Year's Eve. So it's not like Christmas Eve, which is like almost like most people who are either Christian or part of it or culturally Christian would be busy.
It's not the day in London or in New York. It's the evening.
So how many people right here, right now, have plans for New Year's Eve?
I wouldn't be able to do 5.
I do not.
Yeah.
I will say.
I don't.
I was just going to suggest not doing a reading, but just have a New Year's Eve party.
Hey.
That would be nice.
Party.
Yeah, I'd be up for it.
Holiday stories. It could be holiday storytelling rather than casting.
But that would be nice to have a New Year's Eve party.
For some reason, my nephew decided to get married on New Year's Day. I'm not sure why, in a tourist destination, but I was like, okay.
Nice. Where are you going?
Orlando, Florida.
Oh, fun.
Brilliant.
Trisha, don't you live near though?
No, I live near Washington, D.C., but he's decided not to get married at Disney at the Marriott by the airport, which confuses all of us because none of us live there. So I'm like, okay.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
I
My
hope it
younger brother
goes
lives
well.
in DC.
Hi, your
Mm,
I
brother.
don't know why I thought you lived.
I
Yeah, he
love
lives
Florida, but because of Ron DeSantis, I don't want to go there anymore.
I'm with you, but my mother's whole family lived there besides her. So
No,
That's
oh,
why
no,
I
no, I'm
thought
not
you were from
judging.
there.
It's just like,
yeah,
and I
no,
mean,
no, yeah.
I'm not even saying I wouldn't go. It's like I kind of lost my desire to go, but
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Believe
but
me, I'm with you on
if his ilk keep running Florida, eventually I'll have to go while his ilk is running Florida because I'm not going to avoid the state my whole life.
that.
Well,
My relatives did not vote for him, so you know
you should,
they don't
you
like him
should
either.
use.
And even if they did, you can still go to a wedding, you know. And
That's true. Yes.
I've got. I mean, one of my best buddies at my job is a Trumper. I don't. You know, she's just. I don't see her as bad person, just misguided.
Oh yeah, of course.
We should use reverse psychology and have all the gay marriages go there.
Oh, I love that idea. Yes. I'll go with that.
That would be funny.
The funny thing is that idiot got married at Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
Okay, guys, I have to get
I had to
going.
go to my dog's
I had
already.
so much fun. Thank you for letting me jump in at the last minute because I didn't know if I was going to be able to do it or not. Steve, it is great seeing you again. Please give my love to Laura and Daisy and Corey. It's awesome seeing you again. I hope we get to work together soon.
Hope so.
Talk to you all later. Bye bye.
See you.
So for Corey and Vaughn and Jerry, if depending on if your interest is acting or writing, if it's writing, you can submit something now. All you have to do is post a title, what characters, roles you need filled, and whether or not you need a director or narrator. And then the actors will just see what's available, and they'll usually post in your post that they want one apart, and then it's just up to you to cast them. And we try to keep them under 10 minutes, and we suggest that they have no more than 5 characters because we have a very limited pool of actors. So feel free to post or to volunteer as an actor whenever they start.
Okay.
The writers start putting them up there.
Great.
Stephen Paul put a question in the chat.
I'll see you later.
And
I
then
gotta go walk my
also-
dogs. Thank you,
So
everyone.
we'll meet on
Have a wonderful
Bye.
wedding. Happy holidays.
We're
So
not
we
doing-
will meet in January on the
Yeah.
28th. And the December meeting is just kind of fun.
I-
And then
I'll-
the 28th of January would be the next
For
one.
for
right?
December, I'll just post to see how many people would just want to get online just to meet and not do readings.
Okay.
You could do a poll. You know, the Facebook allows you to do a poll.
Okay, I'll do that.
And
Stephen, we decided
they can
we want
vote it.
you to hold it, and we just won't show up. We'll just leave you hanging, waiting for people to show up.
I'll just do a monologue.
Not funny. Steven, you know I'm in. I'm always in.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
But if
you
it's
go
Christmas
for it.
Eve, you'll have to watch On Her Majesty's Secret Service with me. I always time it so that it crosses over between Christmas Eve when he escapes from the villains and the next day when he comes to rescue the girl.
Okay. I still like the idea that people think Die Hard it's a Christmas movie.
Whoa, I am part of another play group that it is a vicious argument every single year between the director of the group and another, they clash. And then I'm the one usually, I have winter depression and I'm usually going on about there's all these goddamn Christmas carols and it's the same fucking thing every time, every single year. And they're just like, you're American. How are you not used to it yet? I don't know.
Yeah, I recommend 3 very good French films for Christmas. Cyrano, My Love, which is sort of a fictional version of like Edmund Rostand in Love as opposed to Shakespeare in Love. And of course, Cyrano debuted on Christmas, the day after Christmas. And there's a very good comedy that one of the old favorites that was remade as Cousins, Cousin Cousine, and one that it's based on Doris Day type of movies, but never got an American release. So you have to get the Japanese or Hong Kong disc to get English subtitles on Populaire. It's they literally wrote the script in English and then translated it into French, so it would come off as an American comedy, and yet it's got a pivotal scene that happens on Christmas. So,
Go.
Good.
Okay, see you,
Bye,
Jenny.
everyone. Thank you
Oh,
so
wow,
much.
amazing.
See you
Thank you
soon.
for having me. It was lovely to see everybody.
Happy holidays, just in case, I can't, press a button on my system, just in case it gets too much fun.
Bravo, everybody.
Yeah.